Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me today. It's actually early evening that I'm filming this, so I've got the main light on, but I've got my little ring light up here, so hopefully there's enough light on the camera for you guys to see. I don't usually film this late into the afternoon, evening, but I have just filmed my other video from a few weeks back. Well, it would air, I think, a week or so back from when you're seeing this, where I was using the backgrounds that I created in my Mixed Media Monday and turning them into ephemera, and the video ended with these being weighed down for to stick. They've now dried. I've put a little eyelet in them and just some cute little ribbon, and oh, I love them, absolutely love them. So I'm carrying on from that video, and I'm going to carry on making the ephemera that I said I was going to do. So it's not quite a messy Monday, it's not quite a let's craft. We're putting the two together, and we're going to finish this ephemera. Okay. So yeah, just checking. So let me look how cute as they have worked out. Really lovely. I am super pleased with them. So I've gone ahead and prepped. All of these have been backed with coffee dyed paper ready to use, and I've kind of pulled out some things that I think I would like to use on the top of them. And out of that batch that we did in the first Messy Monday of backgrounds, then we enhanced them and did a little bit of ephemera in the second one. That's all I've got left, just some cute little scraps that will be brilliant for some clusters and stuff, so I will definitely be keeping them. Okay, so this one I made a bit of a mess when I was using the Posca pen. I pushed it down off onto a piece of paper and then went back into hit, and it just blobbed everywhere, so I needed to have something to cover that up. So I just thought that that would look perfect on there, and I've just enhanced that with the same Posca pen over the top. So we'll start with this one. I'm just going to actually take my cardigan off. The radiator's on. I've had to, because I face the window and there's a radiator under the window, but the desk is pushed up against the wall under the windowsill, so this bit of my desk here gets actually quite warm, so I've had to move everything slightly this way and that way, but it's great for drying stuff on here, so these shouldn't take too long to dry at all. Okay, I think I'm going to round the corners on this. Give it a bit of a nicer feel to it, and I have got my inks to the side. I'm just wondering if we ought to ink with the ice spruce. This is which is the colour that we used on the background. Let's just, yeah, let's just grab this and see. Oops. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. It's a little darker in places. So yeah, I wanted to carry on making these bits of ephemera, build up my stash. As I said, I think I said in the last video, this would have been perfect for my pink Christmas journal that I've just made. It's not, well, at the time of filming this, it hasn't yet sold, but I don't know, it might do by the time this airs. So I could still put it in there, but I know I will be doing another pink Christmas journal again. It just was really nice. I wonder what this would look like in it. Not too bad at all, because it's quite a cold colour, so I didn't really want to go in with the brown. And yeah, I think that's going to look nice on there, so that was a good call using this. Okay, so let's ink it up. Put some glue on it. I tell it's the end of the day. I'm really starting to feel tired, but I've got enough time before hubby comes home and we sort out tea to do a little video. And I had everything out anyway from when I filmed the previous video, so I just thought, well, if I film it now, even if it doesn't air for a week or two, depending on my schedule, I can at least film it, and then I can clear down my desk and start something new. I think I'm going to go about there. Does that look centre? Kind of, yeah. Okay. So again, we're just manipulating that into the grooves, and then what I'll do is use the heat of the radiator and some weights, and that will weigh it down and dry it nicely. Okay, on to the next one. And I just thought with the tree, I just thought the word there with some little presents. Now I'm thinking some fabric with this one, but I'd also like to round the corners as well. Oh, it's tough. The card that I used for the embossing was 300 GSM. Then when you put the paper on the top, on the back of it, it just seems to have made it really quite thick. I think that is this colour, Evergreen Bower. So I'm going to go around and ink up in Evergreen. Yes, it is Evergreen Bower. I haven't quite decided on my video schedule yet for December. I'm going to have a busy month anyway with family and everything, so I definitely want to do some filming during December. Obviously, I don't want to not put up videos and everything, but I'm not sure whether I'll be doing anything like a December daily or that. I don't think I'm going to have time this year with other commitments, but I definitely want to make stuff, and I definitely will be putting up videos. I'm not sure. I haven't quite haven't sat down and planned them out yet. I'm very much a planner, so yeah. Okay, now I like that on there. We've got some, what sort of material do we want? I want something with a little bit of gold along that bottom bit. So you just got the presents. Not sure. Maybe a bit of ribbon. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it needs a bit of book page and just have some lace along the top here. These are all really, really small pieces, so let's have a look in my bigger tub. Just wondering actually. if this would make a cute little tab, or we have a tab on the side. I suppose it depends which way it goes into a pocket, but I'm just wondering now, if I do the tab, I move them down, just kind of like that symmetry. I'm wondering about a bit of music paper behind that. Let's have a look. I don't have an awful lot of music paper, so I don't tend to use a great deal of it. I'm very limited in my music paper, or with my music paper, should I say. I like that, but I've got too much of it, so I want to just tear down and make that smaller. Yeah, I think that works. That works really nicely. I like that. Okay, so let's give the music paper a bit of an ink very carefully. It feels very fragile. There we go. And we were going to have a little tab with this, weren't we? So let's just cut that. Okay, so let's use Pritt Stick for this. I'm going through so many of these glue sticks. I'm trying to use this glue more and print less on card. So I print on copier paper, like for tags, and then I back them anyway, so I don't need to print them out onto card. But it means I'm going through my glue sticks quite a lot. There, that feels stuck down. Now, we want you about there, don't we? That means you're going to go about there. Might bring you over slightly. Okay. I'm just going to weigh that down for a moment while I glue this up. So yeah, we're just having a nice little slow craft. Again, making up these bits of ephemera. There, I think that looks nice there. Let's use this thumb and my finger. Okay, so I'm going to put that on here for the moment while we give a bit of Fabri-Tac and glue this down. It's been on its side, so it should. Okay. Yeah, just a nice little tab that you could that holds that on there, and I might have a little something, might put some gems or some beads or something, but we need to let that dry first. So let's wait this down on here. I wouldn't mind betting that this other one is dry already. Yeah, it certainly feels it because of being above the radiator. That's lovely, that is. Do we want a little tab? Anything? We've got this pink. Actually, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Okay, so that's another one done. Okay, this one. Again, I want to round the corners. Now this has got the gilding polish all over it, so I'm not quite sure what to go around the edge with. Maybe it would be okay if we just went round with the walnut stain. That would give it a bit more of a vintage feel to it then, wouldn't it? I'm not sure if the vintage, the walnut stain goes over this gilding polish, but we'll soon see. Seems to be putting a layer on. Looks, I can see it glistening, so it's obviously staying quite wet. Yeah. Okay. I might have to just lay this over the back to dry first before we do anything. Heat to the radiator. Okay, vintage photo on these is fine because I don't need it too dark. Oops. Okay. Now we definitely want something along the bottom again, don't we? Got some of this. Is this long enough? Oh, look at that. It's just long enough for the word Christmas. Okay, let's get these. Perfect. Just taking a few threads off because I do like to see a little bit of a fray to it. I'm all going to be stuck to my finger now. I'm just going to pop them in the bin behind me. There we go. So what do we think? It's still very glistening. I'm conscious of not I might leave that one, let that one, the walnut stain around there dry, if it will. And we'll move on to this one. Now this one was the silver pen that we used, and I've edged it as well with the silver. So what I was thinking is having some lace or something along there. I don't think I want cheesecloth. I do want something kind of sparkly, but lacy as well. And I don't want pink. What else have we got? Just bear with me. I'm just going to grab my lace tin. Just going to grab my lovely vintage lace tin here and see if I've got something that we could... I kind of want it to just sort of cover that corner. What about this? Not really going to see much of that. Could use a bit of this. Couldn't I? That might be quite nice. You got that over the corner there, like so, with that on there. I quite like that. Just wondering though if that's a bit heavy, and maybe I need to have a bit more. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to use these little scissors, they're better, and I'm going to cut out this shape here. I believe this is an old net curtain. It certainly feels like a net curtain would be. So I'm just going to cut these out. Now, how are we going down? Yeah, if I go down to that point there, so that's going to be there, and then you're going to have the candles like so. So we need to go down and straight across, and that's kind of how we're going to have that with the candle over the top. Quite like that, but I think it needs something a little bit more on there as well. I don't know whether it needs a word. Sorry, I'm just folding this back up again. Pop that in my bucket. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes, okay. Just pop that back over there. So what do we think we want? Maybe a word there might be quite nice. So let's have a look at these vertical words. What have we got? Blessings up there. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Yep, that's the one. That was nice and quick. See, sometimes I can make quick decisions. not very often. Normally I take my time. Okay, so we just need vintage photo. Give these a bit of an ink. Give this a bit of an ink. This candle fussy cut is from Rach and Bella Crafts, her timeless fussy cut kit. Okay. So I'm first of all going to take that off there. I'm going to put a blob down here just to hold this in place, and then I will go from there with gluing it down under here. Now we go sort of about here. Glue seeping out. The local council was supposed to put on a firework display last weekend, but unfortunately the area that they were doing it was flooded with all the rain that we've had, and apparently they've rescheduled it for tonight. So we don't usually hear it too loudly, but unfortunately it usually sets off people in the area that then want to carry on after it's finished at about 9:30 with fireworks into the early hours, which is not very nice. I always worry about wildlife and animals with fireworks. Much rather think that there should be for a display purposes only, like the council have put on a free event and that. Okay, so if you're going to go there and we want you just there, so we put the glue on you and then position you in. There. I think actually I can hear the neighbour's dog barking. Hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, right, I'm just gonna weigh that down. Okay, so we want some glue on here. There's lots of little bits on here. I'll make sure I get glue on them all. Okay. That needs a good clean anyway. Okay, so we are going thereabouts, weren't we? Okay. So let's pop this over here to dry again, and we need to weight it down, don't we? There we go. So this one should be dry now. It'll take long with over the radiator. No, in the Fabri-Tac dry. I quite like that. I'm a bit unsure of this. It's a bit floppy. I hadn't thought about that, but what I might do is just add a little maybe some holly or something on there. I haven't got any fussy cut hollies here at the moment, but that's one to start with that we've done. Let's have a look and see how this is. It drying? No. Well, it's tacky. I need to leave that one for a bit longer. So it could, as I said, it could just be because it's the shininess. It's taking a long time from the walnut stain going over the gilding polish. That might not work. Now this one, I really do want to see this as much as possible, and wanted to use one with carol singers. So what I decided was I could put this on a book on a page, coffee dye page in a journal ready, because then I can just put this page in a journal, have them like over the top here so that the pocket is just this bit. Yeah, the pocket is just this bit here. So that was my idea of gluing it straight down on, and then I just thought a piece of that on there kind of grounds the carol singers, and then I just thought the word joy there. So let's glue this on. Oh, I wanted to do a little notch out of the top. But then if I do a little notch out of the top, you'll lose the gold. No, I'm going to leave it. Or am I? No, I'll leave it. Because I'm not very good at freehanding without I use the ruler to go around the edge to get a nice straight edge, and I'd have to go around the edge without anything like that to do the semicircle in the gold. So no, I'm going to leave it as it is. So we're going to pop this on the page. Let's weigh that down. Oh, run out of weights. Let's just do that. That'll be enough while we ink around these. So I'm hoping my phone isn't going to cut out. We're about 30 odd minutes, and I've got quite a lot of photos on my phone that I need to transfer over from doing one of the journals and taking lots of photos of it. So if it does cut out, I'll do what I've done before. I'll come back and we'll just finish off where we left off. They look nice. Okay, so just going to make sure that's stuck down before we do anything more. It appears to be. Okay, so I want to just take off that. I want to use this across here. So we don't need all of that. There we go. Lid on that glue because it's starting to ooze out. Okay. part on it. Okay, so we don't need to put Fabri-Tac on all of that. So if I just go across where the bottom of their coats are, and the rest of this can all be in this glue. Sorry if my head, I've noticed the last couple in doing these, my head keeps wanting to come down. It's when I concentrate, I tend to want to get closer to what I'm doing. And you don't really want to see the top of my head. Okay. Okay. And then we'll just finish this bottom bit off with a bit of Fabri-Tac because we know we're going over the ribbon. There we go. Okay, we'll just put the word joy on here, and then I'll stick it over the back to dry with some weights on it. Hopefully the other one's dried. Okay, so that's another one, and that's a page that's pocket there, so that's lovely. So we need one weight there, and we need to have something like that, and then this still feels a little damp actually. I think the heating might have switched off but that's fine, there'll still be some residue heat in there. So I'm going to leave that one still on there. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we're up to about 40 minutes, so we've not done too badly at all actually. Let's show you what we've done. I'll hold them up to the camera. These are what we did in the last week's one, and I just finished them off, as I said, with some sparkly material. They are lovely. We've done these two journaling cards. We've got that journaling card. And if I just stretch across and grab this, and we've just done a page in our ready to go into a journal with a top pocket there. So there we go, that's making some lovely ephemera, carrying on using these gorgeous backgrounds. I'm so pleased with these. I'm definitely going to be doing this technique again, maybe with some spring. I've got some spring flower embossing folder, would be really nice in some lovely pastel colours. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in for another video. Hope you've enjoyed it, hope it's inspired you, and I will be back with some more crafting adventures. Take care, bye.